Take one. Okay, so I'm about to do a get ready with me, even though this is not a beauty channel, so don't think this is a beauty channel. I just want to talk about something that I'm like all over the place. I just want to talk about dating potential. Like, I feel like I should have made a video. I should make a video about this. Oh, sorry, man. Let's talk about dating potential and why you should not fall in love with dating potential. Why you should not fall in love with potential. So I'm gonna do my makeup while I'm doing this. So back in the day, like way back in the day, I used to talk to this guy, or I was dating this guy, and he would always tell me everything he would do for me, but he never did it. Like, that's the problem when you that's the problem when you just listen to people's words and not their actions. That really taught me that you need to like pay attention to people's actions and not just what they say, because he would tell me, oh, I'm gonna take you out, I'm gonna do this and this, and I always want to do this and this, and that gets you really excited. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty excited. And then you realize that they're not doing any of that stuff, but you never realize that while they're saying it. You realize that like after the relationship is over and you left because you weren't happy for whatever reason. So he would always tell me like, oh, I'm gonna take you out and I'm gonna do this and this, and I'm gonna make it up to you, because we would argue a lot. Like, we would argue a lot, and the relationship should have been over like a millennium ago. Like, it should have never even started, but we would argue a lot. And he would just tell me like he was gonna do this and this just to make it up, but he never did it. Because you know why? It's also partially like a third of my fault, because I would just be like, oh, like, okay, yeah, I'm so down, but I would never like follow up. And I'm not saying you should have to follow up, because you shouldn't. Like, if somebody said they're gonna do something, either they do it or like so I would never follow up. And he never had to do anything. If you don't follow up with a person who doesn't hold their word, they're like, oh, okay, I could just speak and not have to do anything. And I think subconsciously that's what he really thought, because I was letting him get away with it. So hold on, there's too much of this product on here. So yeah, I would let him get away with it. And yeah, like, I'm just trying to I'm babbling right now. I'm saying you should never fall in love with potential, because there's so many guys out there. Obviously not every guy, I'm not gonna play that card, but there's so many guys out there and girls who just talk like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and this for you, but they never do. And it's funny, because when I like moved on from him and I started dating other guys that would like say they're gonna do something and actually do it, so I was like, wow, like, there's actually people out here who keep their word just like me. Because I mean, everybody's human, not everybody keeps their word for everything, but majority of the time, if you say you're gonna do something, you should do it. So that just, I'm like, I just don't want people to like say, oh, my guy says he's gonna do this and this, because I know people who say that their guy's gonna do something, and then I'm like, he hasn't done anything. And like, excuse my whole background, because I don't have backdrops, because I'm just now starting on YouTube, duh. But crap. But yeah, and just like some examples, like I remember one time we got into this argument, and he said he was really gonna make it up to me, he was gonna do this and this, and he told a friend of mine that he was gonna do this, right? Because I wasn't talking to him, and then the friend of mine screenshotted what he was gonna do and sent it to me, and I'm looking at it like, girl, he's not doing that. Like, he's just talking a good game right now. Because at that time, I already knew how he was. Why was I still in a relationship with him? I don't know. Like, I think I was like hypnotized. Like, I literally, like, that whole phase of my life, I was hypnotized. So he would just say all this stuff that he's gonna do, but he would never do it. And he would just talk a good game, because you know how people get. Like, people are weird like that. They just talk, but they don't do. And that made me realize, like, I hate people who do that. I'm saying all this to say, like, do not fall in love with potential, because all that talk, especially when you see people in relationships and they're like happy and their partner is doing all this for them, I'm like, wow, their partner actually said they were gonna do something and they actually did it. He would tell me, I have so many story times about this one relationship, like I can't wait to put it on my channel. And if you guys watch my videos, shameless promo, subscribe, like this video, you would see like I have story times that are like connected to advice, because that's just how I do my channel. Like, I have so many experiences that people don't know about that I'm gonna put on this YouTube channel, not because I want to talk about this, well, I do want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it to help people. Like, I'm not going to tell every single thing unless it's helpful to the next person. Or if it's funny, because, let's get real, who doesn't want to laugh? But, yeah. He would also, oh, this is funny. When it comes, like, the title of the video is why you shouldn't fall in love with potential. He would literally tell me he's going to buy me stuff and never buy it. Like, and this is just like all a part of people who play a good game, because, oh wow, take her swimming on the first day, people. Hello. He would tell me he's gonna buy me all these things and never buy it, and of course, like, I would just soak it up. Also because, like, that was like kind of my first relationship, sort of, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I didn't know better, like. And I didn't really like observe people's relationship like I do now. Like, I know better now because I like observe people's relationship, good relationships obviously, and the bad, just to see what to do and what not to do. I'm not in a relationship now, but that's like how I'm learning, is just observing. Because if you don't observe and know people, how people are supposed to act, you won't know. That was a weird sentence, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so he would say like he's gonna buy me all this stuff. And it wasn't like expensive stuff, it was just like regular stuff, but he never did it, and I would just soak that up. Like, that's why, like, if you call somebody out on their stuff, they're either gonna do it or they're not gonna do it. But if you don't call them out, then they're just gonna continue, because in their mind it's okay when it's not okay. Because what happens when you date somebody who's potential is that you start doing stuff for them because you think that they're doing stuff for you. So he wasn't doing anything for me, but yet I was doing everything for him. And again, this happened like years ago. So I would like always get him stuff and treat him, because I had this really stupid mentality that if you need it, I got you. And I'm not talking about like somebody who's like flat out broke and like, you know, they need food, which I was that type of person. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who just say I want, and think because they're in a relationship that their spouse or partner or boyfriend or girlfriend is supposed to get it for them. And that's literally what I thought. So he wouldn't give me anything, but I wouldn't notice because I was just dating. I was in love with potential. Like you want to know how somebody does nothing for you is when you leave the relationship and you're perfectly fine. Like, nothing changed except for you're not with that person. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. If you feel like you're dating potential, put it to the test. Like, ask them to do something for you, or wait for them to say something that they're gonna do, and then see if they actually do it. If they don't do it, then you know, like, maybe I'm dating potential. And then you're gonna like do it like a good 5 more times to see if you're actually dating potential. Watch somebody's actions, not their words. That's like the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing I took away from that, because now every time somebody says they're gonna do something, I kid you no lie. Okay, come through, son. I kid you no lie, my response is okay, because now I'm waiting to see if you're actually gonna do it. And I didn't know any better. Like, it was my first relationship. Wow, my face is like beat right now. Who knew? Wish I had lashes. I gotta take pictures. Anyway, yeah, don't fall in love with potential, guys. Like, just don't. Oh, another shameless promo. Follow me on Instagram, Nice Look Ash, and follow me on Twitter, Nice Look Ashley. Just test it out. Maybe you had this thought in the back of your mind, and this video made you realize, like, hey, maybe my boyfriend or girlfriend is really just potential, and they don't do and say what they're gonna do. Because if that's the case, then it's not fun. Like, why would you want to do for somebody who doesn't do for you? I came through with the quote just now. I came through with the quote. But comment below, like, did you ever date somebody who was potential? And when did you realize that they were potential? Did you realize after or while you were in the relationship? Because that's the part that sucks, is when you realize after. Because you're like, wow, how long did I put up with this? You start doing like calculations. Okay, like, he said he was going to do this, but he didn't do this. And then he said he was going to do this, but he didn't do this. And okay, it was like terrible. And then you're like, wow, like I just curved so many guys that probably were going to do something for this one loser that didn't do anything. I also started a blog where I write not more in depth, because I'm a writer, but I don't like spew information on the internet, because who's gonna read all of that? But I just like make like little story times on my blog and post more information about the videos I post and stuff like that. Oh, I also have an advice column where you guys can email me. Puts email right here. Any advice, and if you want me to feature in a video, anything you guys want to talk about, or you want my opinion about, you guys will learn more about me as videos go up, because you'll realize like I'm the perfect person. If you want to learn from a bad experience, learn from me. Like, you want to learn from a bad experience, just ask me. Like, oh, Ashley, have you been through? Yes. Oh, but what about yes? I've been through that, girl. What do you need? What do you want to know? Like, you want to know how I handle it? Yeah, but what about? Did my camera just freeze? I hope not. But what about? No, girl. Yeah, I've been through it, girl. Yeah. What do you want to know? Like, I'm telling you. And I just think, like, what if I was still in that relationship potential? Like, I would have felt like such. I don't think it would have lasted, because God was on my side. Like, when you start speaking to God, He starts doing stuff for you. So He was on my side. He got me out of that terrible, terrible, terrible situation. And I'm just glad I'm not in the relationship anymore, because could you imagine marrying potential? Why on earth? It's one thing to be in a relationship, but I always think about that. Like, what if I had married potential? I would feel so bad, like, seeing all these pretty, successful women in nice relationships, and then I'm over here dating potential who says he's gonna take me out but never does, and then I'm just complaining, and then I'm miserable, and then I'm just like screwed for the rest of my life till death. I'm so dramatic, but yeah, what a bum. And the funny thing is that the way I'm talking on camera, this is how I talk to my friends. I was like, why not just record? This is not good on my lip, is it? Why not just record how I normally talk to my friends on camera? Because then you guys can, then it's like we're friends, you know? My hair looks like it's borderline dreads. Like, I don't really need to comb this out. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you ever dated potential. Like this video if you want more of these videos. Even if, I don't know, I'm just gonna start producing stuff and see what sticks. No, I'm just kidding. Look at me, shameless. All this stuff. Bye, guys. Ew, I gotta. This angle, this because this camera is too heavy. Let's go. Bye.